What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the 13th of July, and here we are at 1.63 cents. I had one guy telling me that, see, this is just like every other time OnyxCoin pumped, it just dumped back down. What do you mean it dumped back down? What do you mean? To answer any of the trolls in the comments, we pumped 14.5% on Friday. We dumped less than 2%. It's interesting the cope that we're getting from the bearish side right now, because they're like, that wasn't a pump, but it dumped back down. So this was not a pump, but that was a dump. That doesn't, I don't understand. I'm confused as to, this, how is this different, right? I keep getting questions like, you said this move was different. How is it different? Okay, well, let's see. Up and then down, and then up and then down, and then up and then down in the same day. Up and then down, and then up and then down. Do you see how it's different? Do you see how it's different with the price? Am I crazy? Let's look at the volume. Let's look at other indicators, right? That was the most volume on Coinbase, which is the biggest exchange that allows trading for XCN, right? We're going to get on Binance soon enough. They're probably going to be a big reason as to why we move up. They got the perps right now, but they're going to list the coin, and whenever they list the coin, man, I mean that's going to be a good sell signal. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. That's the most volume that we've seen since May 16th. That's the most volume we've seen. You guys, we consolidated in this range, and we broke out yesterday, or 2 days ago at this point in time, right? With the most volume we've seen since May, in months. The most, this move is different. Do I need to go further? Let's go further. Daily time frame, daily RSI. That is the strongest reading we've seen in the RSI since May. It's actually even stronger than that. It's the strongest reading we've seen since April. Is this move different? Let's see if we can find anything else. I don't know. Let's look at the ribbons. I haven't looked at the ribbons. Maybe the ribbons will help us out. I mean, hell, for one, we are above the ribbons. We're actually closing above the ribbons consistently, well above the ribbons, looking like we're going to cross above it on the daily time frame. 3-day time frame is bullish. We're also above the 3-day ribbon as well. Hey, look at that. Weekly ribbons. I mean, we're closing above it a little bit more, but maybe there's nothing different there. But we got 22 hours left in the week. Let's see how it goes. What about this? What about the other indicators? Beyond just the ribbons and the RSI, what about the MACD and the stochastics? Stochastics don't really look that different, in all honesty. I mean, maybe, but not really. I don't see anything too crazy about the stochastics. Nothing to go off of. The MACD, though, look at this. Look at this shenanigans right here, right? You see the oscillators? We're about to cross above the zero. I'm actually glad that we're looking at this. I'm glad that I've been challenged as to why this move is different. As if the first 3 points weren't enough. We're just adding to it as we go further. With the ribbon looking more bullish than it has in multiple months. With the stochastics, actually the stochastics don't look the same. I'm sorry, I'm just going off the top of my head here. With the RSI looking more bullish than it has in a couple of months. With the volume looking more bullish than it has in a couple of months. With the move itself and the repercussions afterwards being more bullish and less severe than it has in the last couple of months with all these little fake out pumps. Right? The MACD since the end of May, all of June and going into this month, has been below the zero. We are now crossing above the zero. Do you know what that means? Look it up. Just look up on Google. What does it mean when the oscillators of the MACD, M-A-C-D, what does it mean when the oscillators of the MACD cross above the zero line? It means good things, is what it means. It'll have a little picture of my face, and it'll say, it means good things. It's good things that are coming our way, my friends. On the daily time frame, that's a good thing right there, man. Daily, absolutely, that's significant. 3-day time frame, we're below the zero, but look at that. Look at that. We just crossed green on the MACD as well. On the 3-day time frame, what's going on? What about the weekly time frame? I mean, here, nothing really going on, honestly. It's kind of, yeah, we got some bearish momentum dying off. That's bullish in itself, but nothing really going on just yet. What else do we got? What else? There's something. Oh, yeah, I want to look at the Heikin Ashi candles. Heikin Ashi. Right? We got these flipping green, too. And why is this move different? I don't know. These look bigger than anything else we've seen since May. And even before that, right? It just seems like we're moving up with more of a purpose. So when I tell you that this move is different, I'm not just saying that. Right? People get the mistake, and there's a difference between what I'm about to say here, right? People think that I'm bullish on OnyxCoin because it's my biggest bag. But it's the opposite, actually. OnyxCoin is my biggest bag because I'm bullish on it. Does that make sense? It's different. It's actually completely different, the logic that goes in there. 1.62 cents right now, okay? We're consolidating over the weekend. We're looking all right. We're not doing anything too frisky right now. Yeah, we found some resistance at the overbought zone. That's okay. Whatever. Who cares? Not a big deal. We're starting to cross above the zero line here on the MACD. You guys, the weeks to come are going to be nothing less than glorious. Absolutely. I want to delete this stuff because I don't really want to use the stochastics or the MACD. I think that's nice that we saw the MACD, but nothing really interesting going on. It won't help us on the lower time frames. At least I don't think it will. 1 hour time frame here. Yeah. Looking momentarily bearish. Daily time frame, we rejected the overbought zone. Boo-hoo. We're going to go down a little bit. And who cares? That's the other thing, too, is like I've been calling for the... I simultaneously said that this move is different and that we will probably pull back to 1.5 cents. We haven't even pulled back to 1.5 cents yet, and these guys, these jokers, are acting like they have some kind of point that's valid. It doesn't make any sense to me, man. You notice how this consolidation is different, right? We go back to any of these pump and dumps, right? You got a pump, and then you kind of consolidated here for a lot less time, but you dump back down immediately, pumped, and then dumped down, pumped, and then dumped it. Do you see how it's different, like what we're doing? Do you see? Do you have eyeballs? Can you see? I think you can see, right? It's a bit more constructive. Rejecting the 50 here, you probably go down a little bit lower. That's probably what happens, yeah. Where are we going to go down to? I think, what, like 1.5 cents? Just below 1.5 cents, somewhere around there. We'll probably find support right there at like prior areas of resistance. Isn't that kind of ironic how that happens, where you go right back to prior areas of resistance? Maybe we even go a little bit lower, and that's okay if we do, but look at that there, right? Zooming out. It's like if you didn't have this blemish, you had a very clear area of resistance throughout this whole range, and it's like right there at 1.54 cents, or even down here at 1.51 cents. You have support there. You have resistance there. Not really anything of significance there. Resistance right there. I mean, it makes sense that we'd go down there. If we look at this from a low to a high, golden ratio is right there. It's right there. It's perfect. 1.515 cents, 1.481 cents, somewhere in that area, that's where we're going to go. And if we take away all the noise, we take away all the white lines, if we just look at the fibs here, okay, get rid of that dot too. Get rid of that. Give me that dot. Give me that. It won't give me the dot. That's okay. We'll leave the dot there. You can stay, dot. I've decided you can stay. Rejecting the 382 in this fashion, I would think we go lower, and that's not a big deal. Actually, looking at the 4-hour RSI, in all honesty, we do look like we're at a point to bounce. Curious, what's the 1 hour look like again? I think we go down. Yeah, I think that we do. So probably around 1.515 cents if I had to guess, if not just a little bit below there, and it's okay if we go a little bit below there. Find support around the 50 on the RSI for the 4 hour, or on the 40 for the RSI on the 4 hour time frame. Find support in that area, and then likely from there recover and build higher. Yeah, I don't care how low. I got something in my throat. Hold on. Had some tacos. Little corn tortilla shell in there. I don't care how low we go. What, go down 7%, go down 9%, whatever. Doesn't matter. Drop a little bit. I'm not selling. I'll buy more. And then we'll go up. And it'll be glorious. It'll be a good time. At least that's my perspective. I think that we will next week see a lot of growth in a very short amount of time, my friends. You're looking at this here. I got this one joker who I don't know what his credibility is. I'm assuming it's absolutely zero, but he's in the comments saying that OnyxCoin will not go above 2 cents. I'm trying to warn people. I'm trying to help people. You're trying to you're trying to have people avoid making money is what you're trying to do. Just please, anybody, if you're reading the comments, please do it at the discretion or do it at like a point of entertainment. Right? Do it at your own discretion. Do it from a point of entertainment. Don't look at YouTube comments as if they're going to be some kind of informative, educative thing, right? Right? Like that's some faceless person in the YouTube comments is not there to help you. They're just there because they're trolls, or they're there because for whatever reason they just don't know what they're talking about and they're just haters. Like that happens too. Just understand, you guys, if you're of the mindset that OnyxCoin is not going to break above 2 cents, well, just good luck. Good luck with anything else that you do. You know, I really mean that. I really hope that you make money somewhere else, because if you're not going to make it here, I mean, this is one of the easiest things to make money with is OnyxCoin. All you got to do is buy and hold, right? There's a bunch of other coins out there that you can buy and hold too, but this thing, you guys, it's going to eclipse everything. It's going to literally eclipse everything. It's not even close. There's going to be some stuff that outperforms it, and if you see those things, I mean, good. Those might be of a point of interest. I mean, Cookie DAO could outperform. ZBCN could outperform. SwiftCoin could outperform. There's a bunch of other coins that we talk about regularly that could outperform too. That doesn't mean they'll continue to outperform, and just because a coin doesn't outperform OnyxCoin between now and August doesn't mean it won't outperform it later. But I'm just saying we're literally going to demolish the competition in all regards, right? In the amount of time that it takes to move up, and the amount of persistence that the price moves up, right? We're not going to stop at a 5x. We're not going to stop at a 9x. We're going for nothing less than 26 cents, which is all the way up at 15. It's about a 16x from here. 16x from 1.6 cents all the way up to or about a 19x, almost a 20x at 32 cents there. And the only thing is, if we don't stop there, guys, I would think we stop higher. If we don't stop there, we're going to stop higher. If the reason we don't stop here is because we went higher, it's not going to be because we go lower. In my worst nightmares, we're hitting 15 cents. You know what I mean? Like, and that's great. I don't think anybody would be upset with a 9.7x move. Give it to us, whatever. Who cares? But that's just not what we're destined for. Right? People call me a moon boy. I was called a moon boy back here. I was called a moon boy back here. I was called a moon boy back here. I don't care. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Nut up or shut up. I got nothing else for you, man. This is a prime opportunity. And if you haven't figured it out yet, you will. You know, you can be wrong. It's okay. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. It's okay to be wrong, you guys. This one, though, it's not going to prove me wrong. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Time will tell. Time will validate. It does not take a big person to make bold claims like it will not go below 2 cents, right? It is or above 2 cents. It does not take a big person to talk smack and make bold claims at the lows. But it does take a big person, I think, or at least a bigger person, to call for things that might seem ridiculous, right? Let's be real. 26 to 32 cents. We're at 1.6 cents now. Talking about that by the end of August. That's ridiculous. Absolutely it is. Everybody's going to be calling for it once we've broken above 10 cents. At that point, it's obvious, right? It does not take a big person to crap on a coin when it's at the lows. That's why all the little weasels come out at the bottom, right? That's why they always do it there. They go away as soon as we start moving up, man. It's interesting, the psychology of the trolls, right? A lot of them stop talking. It's kind of interesting how quickly, like that wasn't that significant of a move, but it's interesting how many of them went away. Like from here to the last 24 hours, it's crickets. They're going to be gone, right? They're here now, but they're not going to be here when we're here. And we're not even going to be done there. We got a whole lot of growth to go. But I don't know, man. I'm just talking at this point. I got nothing else for you guys. It looks so damn bullish. It's literally fantastic. And what's to come is going to be even more fantastical. We are at the base of the RSI here in this uptrend with these higher lows that we've had this whole cycle. Okay, dating back over to here even. I'm not drawing the straightest line, but you can see kind of what I'm going for, right? Higher lows throughout the whole cycle. We're going to the overbought zone. Last time we were overbought, we saw in 2 weeks' time a move that was quite literally a 20x, 20.5x. And they think I'm crazy for talking about a move that will do basically the same amount of growth, but in the next 6 weeks instead of 2 weeks. I don't get it. Time will tell. Time will tell. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.